What is up, everybody? Hello and good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are located. Hope this day has found it beautiful for you, and I'm happy you're here. So let's get into it. So today, one of the words that kept coming up for me today, and something that comes up a lot of coaching calls and meeting with a lot of people, is this word called balance. And everybody is now home with their kids. They're, maybe they're home, they have to homeschool them. Maybe they're working from home, or maybe their job is on hold for a while, either furloughed or even worse. And now I'm really thrust into this situation. And let's just look at it from a whole, though, a little bit before all of this uncertainty, struck us. Is we've always had this issue with balance. And here's what I want you guys to know. There's no such thing. There is no balance. And when we try to find balance is usually when we create more problems, when we get more overwhelmed in our lives. Why? Because we're halfway doing everything, right? We're not really fully committed to anything. We're not really fully committed to that moment or that thing with maybe our spouse or a loved one. And our mind is somewhere else. Or maybe even so, maybe we're at work and we're thinking about something else, right? Or we're worried about something else. We're never actually fully committed, which actually means we're not committed at all. We talked a little bit last week about that, right? I gave you guys the analogy of being 100% committed or 99, and there is no difference, right? 99 is just like your 1%. There is no difference. But the same thing happens now as we move forward with this thing called balance. You keep trying to find balance, and you're going to keep searching, and you're going to keep chasing your tail. There's no such thing. What we need to be committed to, or what we need to find, is be committed to the things that we're doing in that moment. Be 100% committed, right? So what I'm going to share with you today, again, is a little bit more of the 100 or nothing, but I want you guys to really take a look at what actually transpires when that is, okay? And what I do want to talk about a little bit today, and I want to give you guys, is what does optimal self look like? How do I live to my optimal self? Because everybody's different. This isn't our version. This isn't my version. What we're trying to do is create a platform for you to have your version of your optimal self, to have your version of the best version of you. That's what we're trying to do. This isn't our version. This isn't my version, right? Everybody, even here at Optimal Self, is on their own journey. And what that is theirs. So this is yours. But living to your optimal self is about authenticity, right? Being true to who you are internally, being true to who you are and how you want to show up in the world. And it's the importance of that is going from clarity to conviction, meaning I got to get clear on who I am. I got to get clear on what I want. And then I got to be convicted to the process. Because going from clarity to conviction is really what authenticity is for each one of us individually. Because we all got to be clear on what we want so that we can be convicted to that process individually, not globally, not as a group, individually, right? And being authentic is having the mental skills to live with that conviction on a regular basis, independent of your environments, remaining true to who you are and pursuing what you want most. Come back with me for a second. Please read that again and understand that. To live conviction, your conviction, is independent of the environment. We've all grown up in different situations. We all have different people telling us different things. Aunts, uncles, cousins, teachers, whatever this is, right? And it's all being pushed on us. But true authenticity is being able to stay true to you in any environment, independent of the environment. So when that person is grabbing a cigarette and they offer it to you, but everybody else is smoking, so I'm going to do it. When that piece of cake comes out and everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. Whatever that thing is for you, whatever that vice is for you, whether it be a drink, whether it be whatever. Like you can think of the worst things and you could even think, but here's the thing. True conviction to who you are, true authenticity is being able to go through that independent of the environment, that environment isn't going to shape you. You are strong enough and you are going to remain true to who you are and pursuing what you want most. This requires an incredible amount of discipline. But ladies and gentlemen, once you have it, you can live with this authentic conviction that you will truly be unstoppable because nothing can deter you. Nothing can take you away from it. Right? Imagine for a second, if you're fully committed and convicted to everything that's important to you, everything that's important to you, right? Your relationships, 100% conviction. What about work? 100% committed. How about your health, right? Something that we take for granted all the time until we can't, until disease, until sickness strickens us. We just take it for granted. Imagine if you're 100% convicted to it. How about your sleep, right? That is the secret sauce. This is where your body recovers. This is where your mind recovers, is in this sleep. And if you're not getting it, you're never getting to your optimal self, right? Again, we can go through nutrition, like, 100% committed. That will also help with the health, right? But again, all those things being convicted. Imagine. So when I think about those things, and I hope you guys are paying attention to that, is that you see how all of those were 100. You're like, wait a minute, how can I be 100? I'm only 100. I'm 100% convicted to that in that moment. When I'm working on my health, that's what I'm doing. So when I'm in the gym, I'm 100% committed to the gym that minute. I'm not checking my phone. I'm not walking around. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not doing anything else. When I'm in my relationship, when I'm with that person, I'm 100% committed to that. I'm not on my phone. I'm not checking Instagram. I'm not doing those things with my kids, right? I told you guys a story the other day about my daughter, the paradigm shift, one of the biggest paradigm shifts in my life, right? Is when I wasn't 100% committed. I wasn't. This is our opportunity. Because again, like I said yesterday, optimal self is about creating self-synergy. Self-synergy, be the best version of you, right? Where your thoughts, words, and actions are in alignment. That's what this is all about. That's what this is for. Because again, we are all different, unique human beings. Please do not be a carbon copy of anyone. Take pieces from everyone that you come in contact with. Take pieces of them all, right? And form this beautiful you, because it's already in there. I hope you guys can read this today, because I want you guys to have this one to go home with. There is a unique blueprint to every individual. Our job here on this planet is to discover what that is and to work towards expressing it to the best of our ability. Your unique blueprint as an individual, your job is to discover what that is and express it to the best of your ability. Because I've said this to you many times, and I'll say it again, we all have a unique song inside of us to sing here on earth. Please do not go to your grave with that song inside of you. Please bring it out, because we need to hear it. And I'm going to leave you with this today, and I hope you guys get it. I'm not big on it. We've talked about using I am statements, and this is a statement that, again, comes from the book, The Miracle Equation, and I want to share it with you because I think it's very important, because there's a few parts in here that we're talking about today with balance, and being balanced is a myth, that we've got to be 100% committed to the things that we're doing. But we also got to understand clarity and conviction. We got to be committed to it. And so this I am statement is simple. It says, I am just as worthy, capable, and deserving of achieving everything I want in my life as any other person on earth. And today, I'm committed to proving it through my actions. Through my actions. It can't be committed any other way. You are deserving, you are worthy, and you are capable of anything you want in your life. But ladies and gentlemen, you have got to be committed to proving it through your actions by what you do every day. So find that thing. Let's get committed. Let's get to that. Let's find that clarity. Get committed and then just take action because you are deserving, you are capable, and you are worthy. All right. Thanks for sharing with me. Hope you guys have a great night. Please, like I always say, if you can like, comment, please share because we want to send a ton of swag out. The more of you guys that share it, the better. If there's somebody out there that needs to hear this message, please share it with them either individually or on your page. We appreciate it, and we can't do it without you. So thanks again. See you guys tomorrow.